Princess Diaries is just really A+.
I look like a moose!
Oh yes, but the very cute moose make all the boy moose go ah. What's up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Today we're going to be doing a video talking about EDH Commanders and just like 10 commanders that I was kind of like, hey, I want to talk to you guys about. I'm not doing like super... some of these are like popular and some of these are talked about, but I didn't want to sit there and be like, hey, you should build a Dready deck or a Maelstrom Wanderer deck or something like that. I didn't really want to do that. Like, I didn't want to talk about like super popular like commanders or anything like that. I can totally do that, but I wanted to talk about some that maybe necessarily don't get as much attention. A couple of these do, but yeah. Okay, cool. So the first commander that I'm going to talk to you guys about is actually one that just came out of Battle for Zendikar that I think is really sweet, and that is the new Omnath. This card is just really sweet. I'm actually considering building an EDH deck around him, and I know a bunch of people are doing it. He's getting a lot of attention, but he's just really sweet. There's just so many different ways to go through your deck and stuff like that so that you can get lands. And what's great is that you're running green, so you're running a lot of like great mana ramp spells in green. You're running things like Cultivate, Rampant Growth, things like that, so you get your mana out quick. And what's really awesome about that is that you get mana quick because you're running green, so that you can build up to getting Omnath, and then once you have Omnath out, you just get a bunch of lands, you thin through your deck, and then you just get these elementals, and you just smack people in the face with them. It's really great. I like Omnath a lot because he makes creatures for you, so you don't really need to run a lot of other creatures. A while ago, I mean, I still have the deck together, but I'm considering taking it apart. I'm not really sure. I had a Taloran Sky Summoner deck, and it's very similar. It's just the whole idea of whenever you do, like, Taloran is like whenever you cast instants and sorceries, you get a 2/2 Drake with flying onto the field, and Omnath is whenever you play a land. So I just think that's really cool. I think he's really interesting. I think there's so much you can do with landfall, especially with all the recent Battle for Zendikar stuff that just came out, and just the fact that you can run fetch lands and like Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse and you just get double landfall triggers is just like the greatest thing ever. Omnath is absolutely amazing. So speaking of really, really popular commanders, Tassiger, I feel like I'm gonna do a whole card focus talking entirely about Tassiger and why he's so amazing, but he's just so good. Like, he's really, really awesome. If you're thinking about building a Tassiger EDH deck, you should build a Tassiger EDH deck. He's amazing. You can mill yourself so much so that you can cast Tassiger for basically for free. You get a 1-mana 4/5 that gets stuff back from your graveyard. He's just absolutely amazing. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole card focus on him because it's just one of my favorite Magic cards of all time. He's just so versatile and so amazing, and he's great. I love him. It's my favorite EDH deck that I have. Cool. Then we have Purphoros, and Purphoros is really sweet. I will say, like, building having like a god as one of your commanders I think is a really awesome idea because they're indestructible, so they get by a lot of different removal that says destroy, which is really sweet. And you're gonna be, people in EDH are gonna be running those sort of cards, so I think that's really awesome. And so any of the gods I'm really cool with. I really like Purphoros a lot. It's just, it's definitely one of those commanders that you play and you're kind of like, everyone's like, yup, you're playing Purphoros, so we're all gonna kind of, you know, be taking damage and stuff. But he's just really sweet. It's definitely, he's just a really, really cool commander, and yeah, I really like Purphoros. And, you know, there's a lot of different elf commanders that I've seen, but honestly, Ezuri is just too good of, honestly, a commander I think to pass up. Like, I've seen a lot of different people do things with elves in Commander, where they'll run the other Omnath, the green one, Locus of... This one's Locus of Rage, that one's Locus of Mana, yeah, the green Omnath. And then there's, some people I've seen do Yisan. I've seen a couple of things, but I really, really like Ezuri. Again, you're running green, you're gonna be ramping really hard, so you can basically just get, like, Ezuri's, like, thing where you give your team +3/+3 and trample. Like, you could potentially do that, like, multiple times, which is sweet. And something I love, too, about Ezuri is that ability. You can do that in response to them not declaring blockers, which is awesome. So they're like, no blocks, and you're like, give my team +3/+3 and trample, and they're just like, well, that's a sad day for them. So yeah, Ezuri is just really sweet. And the fact that you can regenerate another target elf is really cool. And again, you're running green, so if Ezuri dies, you're like kind of bummed about it, but you're like, eh. But again, if other members, you know, if they kill other members of your team, if other creatures of yours die, you can always regenerate them, which is super sweet. So Ezuri by far is my favorite, I think, elf EDH commander. If I ever built an elf EDH deck, it would probably, actually, you know, I have seen a couple of people do blue-green elves with, what is it? Edric? Edric? Yeah, and that's been pretty cool, but, yeah. That requires getting a Gaia's Cradle. That magic card is like $180, and I'm not committed to that, so that's that. Okay, now we get into super mean commander that my friend Paul was like, you gotta mention Rafiq of the Many. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. You can kill someone on turn 5 with Rafiq. You know, like, given you don't have to have, like, a perfect hand or whatever, but Rafiq is just really good one-on-one. If you want to build a deck and you just want to, like, smack people in the face, like, really hard, Rafiq is a really, really good option for this, because you have your Rafiq, and then something that I like, too, about Rafiq is, like, you run a lot of, like, exalted stuff. Like, that's how my friend Paul did his build. It's really sweet. And so you run a bunch of exalted creatures that are, like, low mana cost, and you play Rafiq, and then you just swing, and you just kill someone with, like, 21 plus commander damage. It's awesome. And, yeah, it's just really, really good. But something I like about Rafiq, too, is, like, you don't need Rafiq to win. Like, you can have other creatures, and if you have Rafiq out, and say, like, you don't want to swing with him or whatever, like, you have another creature that gets double strike, which is really, really good. So I really like Rafiq. And then now we're really, really going to talk about mean commanders. Gotta be talking about Kaalia the Vast. I had a Kaalia deck. It was my first EDH deck, actually. I had to take it apart. It was too mean. People were like, this deck is too good, and they got really mad and really salty, and I was like, I'm gonna cast Kaalia, and they were like, Tracy needs to die, and I was like, bro, like, I didn't even do anything, and they're like, no, Kaalia's on the field, you die, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can't have nice things. So I took the deck apart, and it was a huge bummer, but, Kaalia is amazing. Something that's so great about this deck is that you play Kaalia, and you get so much of, you know, your big dudes, like, for free, basically. So, like, Kaalia attacks, you put out something super threatening, like a 10 mana Angel Demon Dragon, and you're like, you don't even have to pay for that. So, like, your mana can be used pretty efficiently in this deck, which I really like. And she's just so much fun. It's just, like, I can't even express to you, like, how fun I had with this deck. I just took it apart because people were like, that deck's mean. I was like, but I get angels, demons, and dragons, then I smack you with them. That sounds like a great day to me. It wasn't for them, but I really liked it, so I thought that was really sweet. So, want to hear a really cool story about how I'm mentioning a commander that I can't remember what the card does off the top of my head? It's Riku of Two Reflections, and I typed in the word Riku, and then Riku from Kingdom Hearts showed up. Have you guys played Kingdom Hearts? Like, one of my favorite video games. The thing is that that's not the Riku we're talking about in this video. I have so much energy right now, I don't even know. Thank you, Gracia, for that lovely noise that you just made. Okay, cool. So, I can't read that. Wow. I don't know why Google does this. I'll, like, type in something and then it takes, like, 5 ever to, like, load the image, and it's, like, really frustrating. I'm like, I can't see that. Okay. So, Riku is really, really amazing. Because you're like, I'm just gonna cast basically anything in my deck and get a copy of it for 2 mana. And you don't have to tap Riku. So you can just be like, I'm gonna cast, like, I don't know what you would cast, like, Brainstorm, and I'm gonna cast it, like, 12 times. Like, you can do that. That's, like, so sweet. Like, oh my gosh, wait, you may choose new targets? Yeah. Or, like, no, okay, like, Lightning Bolt's a really good example. I'm gonna play Lightning Bolt, and then I'm gonna choose new targets for Lightning Bolts and deal someone, like, a lot of damage. Just really cool. And then you have, something I like about him is that he makes dudes as well, so you're like, I like my dude, and it's got, like, a cool ETB effect or something, and then you're just like, make a copy of it, and Riku's just really sweet. I was looking at him, and I was kind of like, do I want to build a Riku deck? I'm not going to, but he's super sweet. Okay, and then we have, speaking of gods, as I talked about earlier, we have Xenagos. One of my friends actually has a Xenagos. By the way, Xenagos, wait, hold on, Xenagos, potato, yeah, as my roommate says, potato. I don't know, I've heard this being pronounced like a million ways, but, I say Xenagos. Xenagos is really sweet. Like, he is kind of someone who doesn't necessarily do a lot on his own, but like, you're like, Eldrazi, I'm gonna give it +X+X. Do you have fun dealing with my like 20/20 Annihilator 3 Eldra? I don't know what an Eldrazi is, out of my head. But like, just deal with my big Eldrazi and have fun. And again, you're running green, so you ramp really hard, and it's just a really good day. So Xenagos is super great. Okay, I had to mention one of my commanders, which is Avacyn, Angel of Hope. She's so hard for people to deal with. Like, you get out Avacyn, and your whole board is indestructible. People cannot deal with it, and it's great. You're just like, my entire board's indestructible, so like, I don't care, I'm gonna swing, and you have flying, and it's just a great day. Like, I know a lot of people will build, like, a lot of, like, have a lot of field wipes and stuff in their deck, and, like, I have quite a few field wipes, but, like, my deck is, like, angel themed, so it's got, like, angel tribal, which is really cool, but it also has board wipes, and it's just awesome. So you just have, like, these flyers, and then you have Avacyn, and then you just board wipe everyone, but you don't get board wiped, and it's just such a good day. So yeah, Avacyn is really cool, and the last commander that I want to talk to you guys about is not a very popular commander, but one that I really like, and that is Nekusar. And he's really sweet, because, like, it's such a different type of strategy compared to, like, a lot of other EDH decks, which is why I really like it. And it's basically, like, you play this deck, and you're just like, I'm gonna make other people draw cards, and then they're just gonna lose, like, a ton of life. And it's really cool. My friend Paul has this deck, and Nekusar, and I'm like, it's just so cool. You just do so many cool things. Like I said, I like how it's like a different type of strategy, so I think that's really awesome. Yeah guys, that's it. That was it for, just 10 really awesome EDH commanders. I'll be doing, you know, these, you know, in the future, so we'll be talking about, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna film, like, an hour-long video talking about, like, all popular EDH commanders, and like I said, I didn't want to do a video, like, talking about, like, the really, really popular ones that, like, everyone runs. Actually, I didn't realize quite how popular Tassiger was in EDH. Sometimes I forget, like, how I'm not the only person on this earth who likes this magic card, and, like, he's being used, like, everywhere. Because I was looking at, like, MTG Top 8, which I never knew they had a spot for Commander, and they talked about really popular commanders, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that, so yeah, that's it. I'll be doing, you know, more videos and stuff like that, talking about, like, different commanders. If you have any that you really like, you should definitely let me know in the comments below, like, who are some of your favorite commanders. I didn't even talk about, like, all of mine. There's so many things to say, but I wanted to limit it to 10 for just this video, and I'll talk about more, in future videos. So, yeah. Okay, now's the part of the video where I tell you guys random things. Let me see, what can I say? Grisha, what can I tell?
You can let them know that they can buy a 4-foot-long stuffed unicorn.
Okay, my roommate wants to let you guys know that you can buy a 4-foot stuffed unicorn. That's really, really cool.
Isn't that impressive?
I don't know. Like, Grisha looks up, like, random stuff all the time, like, on the internet. And so she'll just, like, tell me, like, really random, like, dinosaur facts. And I think it's great. I'm just like, oh, this is awesome.
You can buy dinosaurs as well. They're not limited to unicorns.
That's really, really good. I want a unicorn. My secret desire in life, it's not really a secret because I'm telling you, but, like, I really want to own just, like, a giant stuffed animal. Like, a giant teddy bear or something. I think they're so cute. They're so not practical, but I want one.
BigPlush.com.
I love how you know this website.
I discovered it, I think, through Tumblr.
Yeah, Tumblr's got, like, everything.
Yeah, you can get, like, an 18-foot-long stuffed snake.
My gosh. Why don't we have that?
Because they're like $200.
That's ridiculous. Christmas.
Yes.
Grish and I talk all the time about getting pets for our room. We'll, like, see, what video were you watching earlier?
Sloths?
Sloths? Yeah.
I saw a video of 5,000 ducklings.
Gosh.
We need 5,000 ducklings.
Oh my gosh. We'll randomly say that to each other. I'll be like, Gracia, I really need a baby ocelot. Ocelots are so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. You should look them up. If you're having a bad day, or even if you're not having a bad day, look up ocelots. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, I need like 12. Speaking of animals, so, one of my friends, I don't really know why, but like, one of his friends posts like animals to his Facebook, like all the time, like cute animals, like cute animal videos and stuff like that. And so, I saw this image of a baby bunny pushing a little tiny shopping cart with carrots in it, and it was so cute, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is adorable. So I posted that on his Facebook wall, and I was like, hey, so I heard you like baby animals. So yesterday I had a Humans vs. Zombies meeting, and I'm the secretary, so I take notes. So I put, as like the first thing in our like Google Docs, I put like that image, and I was like, bunnies, they're so cute. Bunnies are just, they're really adorable. I really like them. They're so like cute and fluffy, and like, I like cats too. Cats are really great. It's A plus goat noise. I like it. Goats. Goats are pretty great. Okay. What else can I say? What else? What did I do today? I went to class. I did some homework. What did I do today? I don't even know. I was listening to the Swan Princess earlier, actually. This is before this video. I was like, I don't know why I get like the weirdest urge to sometimes just watch movies. Like, the most random thing, I'm like, I really want to watch this. So I got the urge to watch the Swan Princess, and I started listening to the soundtrack before this video, which was really random. So that was the thing. I'm watching, okay, this is Magic related. I'm watching Pro Tour for Battle for Zendikar, and, oh, this is a story. Okay, I have a story for you guys. Okay, so, I'm playing Magic on Friday, right? I'm drafting. And so I build, my deck was, I went 2-2 and I ended up top 8ing, which was pretty great. So like, I was okay with that. But like, my deck, I really wasn't that happy with it like that I had been in weeks past with my draft. But I drafted, and I kind of did this whole like white-blue flyers thing. So my first game I lost, and so I turned to my friends and I was like, yeah guys, I built like white-blue flyers, you know, like Patrick Chapin did in like Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar draft. And one of my friends turns to me and says, you know, something that I've accepted in my life is that I'm just never going to be Patrick Chapin. And I was like, you're not wrong. Never going to be as good as Magic as some people. And I was like, yeah, that's my entire life, is seeing other people being like, I wish I was good at Magic like you were. I bet you are. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to end this video. But enjoy the rest of your day/night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.